I can't do the noise. Basically, the Prowler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another toy review here on my channel. Every now and again I review a toy that I wanted to get hold of, or someone bought me off my Amazon wishlist. Link below in the description. You get a shout out if you do. Thank you very much, no obligation. And I've been covering the Stilt-Man wave of figures, which is important for a couple of reasons. One, it has Frogman in it. We reviewed him, and he's beautiful. But it's also significant because 4 of the figures are based on the 2018 animated freaking masterpiece, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And today's figure is the first of those 4 we're going to be looking at, the Prowler. I'm very excited to get this one open. Let's take a tricky little look at that tricky little bio, shall we? It's a Marvel Prowler. Equipped with an armoured suit and gadget-filled wrist gauntlets, Prowler pursues his enemies under the cover of darkness. Really nice illustration that carries through to the side of the box as well there. So yeah, Aaron Davis. Oh, spoiler alert. Prowler, this figure is based on the version of the character that appears in the animated film. He's not quite as slim, because out of the 4 Spider-Verse figures, this is the one who's sort of, I don't know, the most, on the surface it appears that he's the most, sorry, the least, the least tweaked to look like his movie version, utilising body parts that they already have in the Marvel Legends wave. Spider-Gwen is based essentially off of the previous Spider-Gwen comic book figure they've released a couple of versions of, so her build is kind of bob on for the most part. Miles and Peter have mostly original body sculpts, whereas the Prowler he's a bulkier boy. He's a lot slimmer in the film. I have a figure. Hasbro did like a wave of Spider-Verse toys. They do sort of the $10 ones that you get in the Disney Store, Walmart, Tesco, places like that. And my friend Matt bought me the Prowler. It's a bloody great figure. It's really good. He's a slimmer build, and he's slender. He's got the long dragging cape. He has rockets coming out of his boots to make him stand taller, which helps the cape sweep below. Whereas this guy obviously is a chunkier boy, but they've definitely sculpted original pieces for this figure. This isn't based on the Hobie Brown Prowler figure they've released before, but maybe the body is. As we look at the figure, someone in the comments who knows can let me know. But yeah, what we're waiting for, let's open up the Prowler. Look at him! Oh, it's a glorious figure, and we'll get into him in just a second, but first the accessories. So we have the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure parts. We have the right arm of Stilt-Man, which comes with a spare fisted hand, oh madam, and a gun/accessory hand that was included with him. I've already switched them out because my left arm is currently, which came with Frogman, is currently fisted as well. So, God, that sounds wrong. I'm going to stop saying fisted. But the gun arm means that we can interchange the pistol that came with the left arm, which is good. That gives you options. That's nice. Prowler has given me a cough. Prowler comes with an accessory. A briefcase. A suspicious piece of evidence style briefcase. Oh my God. In fact, the briefcase has a hinge on the bottom. And not a sculpted one. It's an actual hinge. So if you gently pop the clips... Oh, look! Real money, maybe, kind of. That's my favourite fake money I've ever seen. But it's a cool prop. It's a very cool prop. So you can have him stealing the briefcase if you want, or just, you know, keep it for your other figures. And if you've got plenty of, like, you know, Spidey bag guys, your bank robbing types like Shocker and stuff, boom. You have a suitcase full of money. Got a mobster, got a hammerhead figure, he could be showing it off, I don't know. Makes me very happy. Let's take a look at Prowler. So, yeah, a few original sculpts that are definitely unique to this figure because they're based on the movie version. The boots. Look at them! We've got the purple-pink like energy signature around them. They're like New Rocks meet Chuck Taylors. You know what I mean? Like Converse meets goth boots. And the design, which is very cool because it's the sort of the motorbike aesthetic of the character, plus like Aaron's you know, cooler, trendier civilian persona. The gauntlets are of course original pieces and refuse to show up on camera. Based on the film. Paint scheme is brilliant with the silver on the individual parts of the fingers, the nuts and bolts on the gloves. Then we have the cape. The cape is obviously an original piece. This is the only tricksy part of the figure. It's a really nice sculpt. It's got the distinct design from the film with the very cartoonish points on it, as well as a great ruffling, as well as the spiky, oh my god, spiky collar. The downside to the cape is it's a nicely flexible rubber piece, but it fits in with a peg in the top of the back. However, that peg is also rubber, so it takes a bit of finagling to pin it into the back. Now, the fact that it can come out of the back but stay around his neck means obviously it gives you options for posing, and if you're doing toy photography and stuff, you want the cape flying behind him in the wind. You can do that, but getting it back in is a little tricky because of how rubbery the peg is. To get it into him right now, I had to pop his head off, which is easy. It's a ball joint head. I had to pop his head off, get the cape fixed in place, and then pop his head back on. And of course, the head is a unique sculpt, based entirely on how the Prowler's mask in Into the Spider-Verse looks. That gorgeous sort of folded material around the back. It's nice. It's this weird juxtaposition with the figure, because obviously he's got elements based solely on the animated movie's design that fit the style of Spider-Verse, but then the figure mold, the body, is a chunky, muscly body from the normal Marvel Legends wave. All in all, considering it's kind of if you want a screen accurate Prowler, there's probably one coming from like Bandai or SH Figure Arts or something. This is not the one, but this is a damn fine take on the Prowler, and works as, if you just want a comic book Prowler as well, it works. Articulation, boots be swiveling at the bottom. Nice dark. I don't want to move him at the moment because I've got him to balance. He also has a swivel at the top of the boot in the calf, double joint in the knee, thigh, crotch. He does swivel at the waist, rubber belt to move around. Ab crunch or rib crunch. Arms are standard, outwards. They're at the upper arm, double thingy. Not hampered too much by the gauntlet. I thought it would be, but it isn't. Both the wrists operate down, like neither of them curl inwards, which makes me wonder if we're going to see them package this guy again later, maybe with an Aaron Davies head, alternate head, with a motorcycle, like he has in the film. Because those hands are absolutely built for a motorcycle. And we've been seeing them do that from time to time, like with Captain America figures and stuff, and the Punisher. They've been Black Widow. I've got the Black Widow one. They've been making motorcycle variants of the figures. Maybe that's what we're going to get for Prowler. I kind of hope so. Could you imagine? Anyway, Prowler, based on Into the Spider-Verse. He's a big scary boy. He's I can't quite get him to bend his arm just enough. There we are. He's talking to Fisk in his headpiece. You can have him talking to Mr. Fisk in his headpiece while holding the briefcase if you want. He's stolen something and he's telling the Kingpin all about it. Brilliant. There you go. Oh, that actually looks quite good. I was just fluking, but it's up lighting. More dramatic lighting. Ooh. So yeah. This is a great figure. I'm really happy to add this to my collection. I'm glad I've now got two versions of this character, this movie's version of the Prowler, and they're both beautiful. The simple toy version and the Marvel Legends version. Stick around, because the next few days there's going to be more reviews from this wave, including the remaining 3.5 figures. And then, of course, Stilt-Man to wrap it all up. If you want to buy something off my wish list to get a shout out and a review, please do. Link is in the description. You are under no obligation to do so. Also, this video is not sponsored, but a shout out in the description to Kapow Toys, the company I ordered these guys off of. They do some great stuff. I've just pre-ordered the final, as far as we know, Black Widow movie release double pack that they just put up. I can't wait to get hold of that later this year. And as always, if you enjoy the toy reviews, feel free to subscribe. If you don't, feel free to not subscribe. Just, hey, have a good day. Do whatever makes you happy. Love you all to bits, and I'll see you soon.